Excellent. Excellent. Now we are live on YouTube as well. This is really good. All right, cool. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. That is wonderful. Okay. Ooh, nice, guy. That's cool. That's exciting. Archery Gnome, what's up, brother? Fake Dirt Busters deals for the follow. Appreciate that. It's podcast night, Archery Gnome, so we're just getting ready to launch the podcast here a little bit. What's up, Slim Pickens? We'll get launched here. Tim will be here around 7:30, so I figured I'd chat with you guys for a little bit. Lots coming from the old school. Yeah, we're going to we have a new edition that's powered by Gas Bowstring, so it's very exciting this year that they were willing to do the classic series with us, and so they've been busy. So I finally got some of the bows back that I sent them. So we'll be starting those videos coming up. It's just very cool. 3rd grade through 8th grade, awesome, guy. That's cool. Guys, talk about starting a youth archery program. Very cool. Slim Pickens, just the FYI because you missed the conversation because I was live on TikTok and not YouTube for a little bit there. But we do have the 2 bow giveaway coming up in a couple weeks here. So we'll be rolling. What's up, Brandon? Same for you, for all the members out there. Hey, do you guys know the MM person on here that's a member? I can't figure out how to get a hold of them on YouTube, but they make it a little more tricky to reach out to people directly, whereas it's really easy on TikTok. It's very strange. TikTok. Oh, that's cool. Huge archery program. You guys, I don't know if anybody's been following the Olympics for archery, but that was pretty cool. It looked like one of the guys, the owner of Lancaster, daughter or something, won a gold or something. It looked pretty awesome from what I saw on Facebook there. 30 archers, nice. Oh, I can't wait. Dirt Buster, when he's ready to go, just go to beararchery.com, use code BHP2024 and save 20%. Also, Rec Broadheads just came in the other day and allows you to use the same code if you want to try Rex Broadheads for 20% off, guys. They just came in and did that the other day as well. My initials are MM. MM, if you are watching this, you know who you are. Make sure you reach out to me because I don't know how to get a hold of you. Hey guys, make sure you're coming on these lives if you're a member because it's the only way for me to communicate technically so far from what I can see. Moon Pie. If I was you, my personal opinion, but if I was you, I'd go to beararchery.com, use code BHP2024, and I pick up the Bear Species EV, the Adapt, the Legit. Any of those bows would be a wonderful bow ready to hunt, giving you most of those accessories you're going to need right out the bat. So use that code, save the money, take advantage of that. And not only do you save the money, but I feel, and this is a personal opinion, but I feel it's very important to do this because you'll learn the bow because you got the bow to yourself. You're going to learn to move your peep sight up and down. You're going to learn different aspects. You can watch a lot of our video content to learn how to do that. But it's very, very important that you know what you're doing when you have your bow, I don't think so, Slim Pickens, but I'll check again. I don't know. It's been very difficult. Nate, we don't really use climbers anymore, so I really don't want to even try to act like I know what I'm talking about because I used to use them a lot when I was younger. API was the big brand then, and Summit. But after I got a little older, excuse me, and I lost the footing a couple times and someone had to come help me, I decided never to use them again. So I don't really recommend using those if I'm being honest with you. I would probably go with I don't know, what do you guys recommend? Richard, I will be at More Archery coming up this weekend, Saturday, right for the whole day. So 9 a.m. till 3. Our trailer will be there, so it'll be very easy to find me if you're looking for me. But only come looking for me if you're bringing me food, beers, drinks, buy something. Just kidding. Opinion on the new Ultra View 1K arrows. So, I don't want to. I don't want this to come off wrong, guys. I really don't. And I don't, and please don't take this the wrong way, but sometimes in life and in the industry, there's a saying that goes, stick to your lane, right? And I'm not a big fan of this idea of companies just randomly throwing out arrows. I feel like you're really going against companies that have such longevity and history in the market. Obviously, Easton, who sponsors us, so I'm not gonna tell you guys they don't sponsor us or anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, does it really make sense? And that's where I'll leave it. I guess I would never buy an arrow from them. I guess that would be my biggest thing. If they sponsored me tomorrow and said, "Hey, we want you to do this on UltraView," I would be like, I don't want to touch the arrows because it just doesn't make sense to me. You're never going to beat an Easton. You're never going to beat a Victory who's really coming to that second lane, right? And you're never also going to beat a Gold Tip who's had that experience. And not to mention Carbon Express and Bloodsport, who's like a small one now, right? So I just don't see it, not just them, but the, Alta, the G5 ones. No offense to these guys, but I just don't get it. Like, why are we trying to get out of our lane and mess that up? Because I feel like sometimes you need these other companies to help project marketing and stuff. And if you create that product, you've then gotten in their way, which I don't think it's a good idea. It's just my opinion, but I love the bear species bow. We'll be at the More Archery shoot on this Saturday in Shelby. I think it's Shelby, Michigan. Yeah. What's that say? Yeah, saddle or hang on. That's what I was going to say. Sorry. Yep. I'd even do a ladder, but that's my opinion. The code is BHP 2024. Yeah, so Andrew, it doesn't even make sense then. Why buy it? Why buy a UV arrow if it's made by Victory? It makes zero sense. Will do, guy. Appreciate that. Still waiting patiently. All right, sorry guys, where are we at? Serious arrow, same thing. I would again. This is a very simple one for me, guys. Ever since I've been doing archery from the early '90s as a young kid, Easton's been the name, right? Easton, and then Carbon Express got in there. Gold Tip, some point got in there, but those are like the main ones. Like, I don't know why in the world. It'd be like saying to someone like, honestly, Easton's like the Matthews in this picture, right? I mean, they really are. So it's like saying to someone, hey, buy an Athens that or a brand that just came out tomorrow, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's just not logical. Oh, that coffee's cold, nasty. Pile drivers are fine. Those are Carbon Express. But again, those guys have been around a long time making arrow. They've had, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, we're not talking like just started type thing. Awesome, Keaton. That's amazing, my friend. Good for you. They have a new one coming out, and I'd highly recommend selling that one and getting the new one. And you'll see why once you see it on Friday. And make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. We have that video launching Friday morning. The new Adapt. I can't tell you the exact name. I'm not sure I'm allowed or not allowed. But the Bear Archery launches Friday. We did the video. We got the bow. I love the bow. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's going to be a very, very big seller this year. I wish it was a BowHunterPlanet bow instead of a hunting public, to be honest with you. I wish they would have gave me that option to do a Team BHP model because I would have made a lot of money because the bow is that good. So I use a 6.5 all the time. I use that arrow all the time. I love it. Yes, Keaton, it will be. Yep, it will be a single cam. I would think they would be too big for whitetail, but that's my opinion. Those binos. Yeah, that's crazy, Andrew. That's crazy to me. Ooh, nice. Elite. That's cool. Let's just say, Keaton, we'll say this. No less than 500, no more than 800. So I'll give you that info. Depends how you buy it. Brandon, how you doing, man? How you been? Pile drivers. Yeah. Dustin, don't lose your subscription, my friend. It looks like you don't have the auto set up, so just FYI for the giveaways coming up. Keaton, I don't know how much they designed of the bow. If I'm being honest with you, I don't know. I mean, if you talk to some of their people, they would say they had a lot to do with it, but I don't feel that way when I see the bow compared to the bows from last year with the same-ish designs. So I don't know how that would be possible, but I don't know. It's hard to know. I never had that conversation specifically about the hunting public and their actual hand and what they did with it. If I had to guess, again, this is a guess, I would guess that they literally looked at it and said it looks good, or they gave them specs they wanted to see, like a single cam or whatever. But you know, so funny you should ask that guy. This is my first bow right here ever. Do you know what this is? See if Guy can figure this one out. Does anybody know what this baby is? This is my first bow I ever had. Is the name on here? I don't want to give it away. I had to go many years to refine this bow. You got that right, but which model is it, Guy? It is a Browning. Brandon, I would say yes. I would take the Easton arrows over those blood sports all day. The Easton arrow is such a solid made arrow. Richard, I haven't done a lot with Darton yet this year. I did talk to Randy. He's going to be on the podcast coming up, so I'm hoping we're going to get a bow this year to review. But I shot the bow at Total Archery Challenge, and it's shot very, very nice. So I would say that positive. I would say very positive from what I can see from those bows. I love how they did the new designs. I love where they're going with it. So I think they're on the right track, at this point. Ooh, the Mirage. This ain't no Mirage. This is before the Mirage. Yeah, I mean, that's where I got it. But this, I'll let you guys know. This is the Browning Spike Buck 1. This bow I got from Cabela's when I was a kid on their. Remember that magazine they used to send? They probably still do, but I used to get that giant magazine. And my parents got me this bow. It's the first one I ever had. Learned to shoot with this. I realized it was real weak after a little while. Ended up getting this bow a couple years later. I had used some of my parents' bows and stuff throughout the years. This one was my dad's. This is the Silverhawk XI Silverhawk. So I used this for a little bit when my dad wasn't using it, because back then I didn't really know a lot of the differences, And then I ended up getting this bow here is the first deer I killed with this bow. This is the, you guys know what this one is? Which Darton this is? Anybody know what Darton model this is? God, I love this camo. Brandon, no, not at this time. I'll ask him about that, though. I've never actually asked Easton about that. I will ask them. They're kind of a big company, you know what I mean? So, I don't know if they would care to even do that with me, but I can ask for sure. Ooh, Maverick, good guess. Jacob, we're not a pro shop, so we don't really sell anything. Everything we have is more marketing based, like demo bows that we're given from the industry to mess around with. Sometimes we sell them at the end of the year to generate money for other projects, but it just depends. This is the Viper. So for those who didn't know, although it looks a lot like the other ones, right? They had different names. This was the first bow I ever killed a deer with. It's not the exact bow, but it is the model, right? So this isn't the actual one I owned. No idea where that ended up, but yeah, this is it. The Viper. Well, I vipered that deer. I know that with it. Smoked it. Didn't have a chance, all you anti-hunters. There's always a couple in the feed. This was my brother's bow. So my brother kind of bought this bow. I remember him buying this at MJC Archery, or no, Starlight Archery back in the day. I think it was Starlight. And he bought this bow for, I want to say it was $700 back then, the ultralight. And he gave it to me years later. And I hunted with it for a few years. I didn't get anything, but I tried. Nice bow, though. Love this bow. All these classic ones I tend to try to keep because they're just awesome. Nice to have them around. I kind of might take some with me on like our little tour when we go start doing these shows. I might bring a few with me for you guys to check out. Ow, sorry. Good question, Bo Boy. I am shooting the Alpine. I was shooting the Alpha X. Is it Alpha X? Yeah, the Hoyt Alpha X. That's one of my faves this year. And the Prime RVX. So those are the two I'll be starting my hunts with this year. Big fan of that Alpha X. It fits me, right? Everybody's different. Everybody has something that really fits them good. That Alpha X is like molded to me, I'd say. Like when I fire it, I just feel like it's part of me. Just like when they originally did the carbon bow, how they had like all those intertwining, like look like branches coming out of the ground. It was pretty cool. Bear whitetail too, nice. Couple Benjis, Corey. You know what I have, guys? I think I'll never end up getting rid of. Not that I don't want to get rid of it. I do. I have a few of those air bows. I don't know if you guys remember those from Crossman. Should probably. I don't know if I can give those away. I'd like to. Just taking up space. Not something I'd ever use. Is MM on yet? I was hoping MM would come on live over on. If you guys see him, make sure you let me know. Does it tell me who's watching? I wonder if I can click that. Nah. Too bad. MM didn't comment in here, did he? Okay, just making sure. I wonder if I could do like an at MM. I wonder if he would get a message. No. Let me see. Can I do this? Oh, I can do that. Oh, okay, so I can actually at somebody in here. I just can't at somebody who's not watching, apparently. Well, that's too. You know what? That's the thing about YouTube that's interesting. You guys got ads on here. So it says in 50 seconds, ads will run if you're not a premium member. So not premium to my channel, but premium to YouTube. So I can see how like people probably leave. You know what I mean? What's up, Hippie Bob? Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, I hear you, Zach. It's going to be an interesting year. We lost our hunting lease this year, so not sure what that means as far as what we're doing because we have no plan. So I don't know what the outcome will be, but we'll figure it out. You know, we always do. Kind of sad though, see it come to that, but you know, everything comes to that. Oh, for Zach, yeah, I hear you. I'd be happy just to have one I can rely on, you know. Favorite bow of all time. What's everybody else's favorite bow of all time? Interesting. I'm going to say Solution SS was one of my favorites from Bowtech. I don't know about all time, but it's definitely up there in my top 5. That bow was just so smooth. Really like that bow. What else? Switchback was a good one. The Z3, the Creed, the Helium was one of my favorites. 1992 Hoyt Eclipse. So let me ask you guys something. For all of you who shoot archery, who shoot a compound bow right now, do you have a crossbow as well? It's a curious question. I get it a lot because I think there's a lot more mixture than people realize. I feel like a lot of people have one. They might not hunt with it all the time, but sometimes they might take it out and they might not. I don't know. But I'm just wondering because everybody I know has a compound has a crossbow. They don't always use it, you know what I mean? But that's why I was asking. I was just curious. I would like to ask that to the gun hunters as well because I feel like they would. As you can imagine, I have all of them, so I do. But yeah, it makes sense. That's what I'm saying. If you have kids, you know, it's like you can take them. Oh, geez, Jen, sorry about that. At least you can still get out there, though. That's the most important part here. Recurve, dang, Zach, going crazy. What's up, Joe? Ah, Slim Pickens says I have one, but only break out during gun season, so you could go. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if you were to ask this question to gun hunters, I think a lot of them would tell you they have a crossbow but not a compound. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling there was a lot of them purchased at that time, you know, when they had that option. Poison pods. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Geez, Zach, that's awesome. 1965 Bear Grizzly recurve. Wow. Original Nida. I have a couple of those laying around. Not the originals, but a little bit later on. I got the what do I have, guys? What is that? The bow fishing one. I got a couple of those. I forgot the name of it for some reason. I have a hawk as well, but I got CPO Nidas. That's the difference. The ones I have are actually CPO Nida, which is actually good. They changed that name for that little time period because now you know which one was Claude Pollington Oneida compared to Oneida, and now the new Oneida. You know what I mean? Bear Hunter, Inline 5 from Prime, nice. That's great. I like it, Justin. I think they're doing a great job with it. I really do. I think Darton's onto something good. I think they're finally starting to turn the corner and get moving on marketing. I mean, there's a lot to a business like that. You know, it's not just making a good bow. They struggle for years to make a great bow, and they're finally there. Now it's just flipping on the marketing and flipping on the performance and flipping on the engineering to keep going, which is always hard to do. But we'll see. Hopefully it works out good. Thanks to that follow, Knock and Stock. Appreciate that. What's up, Seth? Jake, how you doing? Guys, while you're watching, make sure you're hitting that screen. Give me some hearts over there if you can. Same on YouTube. Helps a lot when they share the stream. So appreciate that. Corey, how you doing? We're at 1.1K. Let's get that thing up to 2. We can do it. Tap that screen. Tap that screen. Well, Justin, I would tell you this. I mean, from my personal experience, before I buy it, I would shoot a couple different things right off the bat. I shoot the Darton. I don't know how much that consequence is. I think it's not too expensive, but I would shoot the Ronin from Prime. I would shoot the Torx from Hoyt. I would shoot anything in the price point just to make sure it's what you really want, you know. I have seen them, DD. I asked Josh to send us some, and he said he was. I'm still waiting on them, but they look pretty cool. I don't know. They're pretty expensive. I know that, and they look pretty vicious. That's all I really know so far. I like to hit $7.99. Yeah, so I'd shoot the bear stuff too, to be honest, in that price range because you can get a little cheaper and save a little money. So a lot of options right there when you hit $7.99. Just a ton in that marketplace. Has anybody on YouTube shot the Beast Broadheads yet? I know Anthony has. Anthony's going to be on tonight, actually, on the podcast. He's an ex-member, and he'll be on tonight from YouTube. That's exactly Sham likes him a lot. Well, fishing, hunting, God's country. Don't know. You know, camo's a weird market segment in the industry. It's not the easiest thing. It's hard because anytime you wear a camo, people assume you're sponsored by that camo. So we find ourselves like trying to decide what we want to wear in film. I don't know. It's a tricky question for me. I've been trying to get Badlands back on board for a few years. I really want to work with Badlands again. So I'm trying to get that going. I also like ScentLock, so I was trying to work with ScentLock as well. But I have a lot of Under Armour, so I'll probably continue wearing Under Armour until one of those deals can kind of come in. Because like I said, I really love to get back with Badlands and or ScentLock. I just feel like they're both great companies. Badlands more I'd like because I think with the packs, I think they just offer so much cool stuff. Nothing wrong with that brand. Like I just, for me, it's just, I'm more of a, I'm not big on like when people are like, oh, like Sika or, Kuyu, whatever it was, like I'm not gonna spend that kind of money. Even if they gave it to me, like I wouldn't like recommend it to you guys because I just don't feel like it's necessary. Now, listen, this is really important, and I always like to be as honest as I can with you guys. It also depends on where you're hunting and how you're hunting. Okay, so please keep in mind when I talk about hunting, I'm talking about Midwest bow hunting, weekend warrior bow hunting. You know, Michigan flat ground. Park my car, walk 300 yards to my stand, no big deal. People who are doing performance hunting out west, elk hunting and sweating and moving and ripping and tearing through thick stuff, that's a whole different level of hunting. So like that type of person would be better off to like see what they're doing, right? If you need that type of gear. But if you're doing what I'm talking about, you do not need that type of gear. And that's what I was getting to. So it just depends what kind of hunting you're doing. What's up, Clay? Zach's going with the Sika either way. Oh no, First Light. First Light, nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying, hey, if you like it, you like it. That's a whole different thing. I would just go by what's just necessary. Botox back, baby. He left and came back. I'll be a son of a gun. You trying to go live, Botox? You need me to hang up? Is that why you came back? Sometimes Botox and I share a lot of the same viewers. So if one of us are live, the other one doesn't go live on purpose because they don't want to not, bring everybody over or steal everybody either way. So if you try to go live, just let me know. I will cut this feed for you, Botox. Unless Galaxies start coming out, which I haven't seen any, so I think we're good. All right, perfect. We got 30 minutes. Oh, God. Boots. Oh, God. Boots. I swear whatever. I wear whatever. It doesn't matter to me. God, throat's killing me. What the hell?
What's happening, Mr. Vacation Man? What a Democrat. Doesn't even work.
I told you I take July off. The whole month.
I didn't know you were leaving.
No, dude. Like when I go down, I go down. Like I can't because you got to remember I work a normal job too. So if I have any chance to get off BHP for a while, I try to do it hardcore, just like see ya. I just had to. Every year we do the same thing. We talked about it as a team, and we were all overwhelmed every year. And finally, Tim's like, "Dude, why are we even doing this in July? There's barely any people doing anything. Let's just cut July and just cut it out and gone." And I said, "Good idea. Let's try it." And no one complains. So
yeah. I haven't been going live, and I went live from the shop for a little while. day before yesterday just building a bow, but that was probably the first time in probably 10 days I've gone live just because we've been so busy. I thought about, I figured out how to use this little mute as a webcam when I did a podcast last night.
Yep.
And I thought about hooking up to my computer and trying that tonight just for fits and giggles.
You should. It works real well. Once you get those established, you can use the software, which is really helpful. But I am curious how your viewership does when you do it that way, because I feel like mine has gone down when I use the computer compared to the phone for some reason. I don't know if there's a difference in how they do it. Anyway.
I see a bunch of those streaming gamer people doing it, and they do really well.
That's gaming.
With viewership, so I don't know.
Gaming's off the hook with.
I'll be there with my game. I'll be there with my Game Boy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I did a podcast with your boy Dylan.
Oh, Dylan, he's the man. I love Dylan. Typical sportsman.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
He's a good guy. That guy knows a lot of stuff, man. He knows a lot of stuff. He's a huge trad hunter. Huge.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. He talked about it a little bit. I was like, yeah, I ain't the one.
Yeah.
that ain't my department, homie.
Hey, Bowtie, Clay wants to know, does Martin still make bows?
They're trying really hard. Yeah, they do. They also own Obsession, which is really, I guess they're selling more bows than Martin right now, at least in my area.
Yeah.
But
do you have Obsession?
That was actually that was my first two ever nicer bows way back when I first got into bow hunting. What did I have? I had a Obsession Nightmare, and then I had a Excess Sniper, I think, or something like that.
Nice.
Like
interesting. Yeah, I figured Georgia. You know what I mean? Like Georgia.
Yeah. All the number one selling bows around here are from, I think, Michigan. Really. Where's Matthews made at? Are they
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Midwest area. Yeah.
Oh, I'm curious to see what's going to happen this year, man. I'm excited. Or I maybe just setting myself up for disappointment. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Sorry. I zoned out for a minute.
Just gonna leave me hanging.
No, I was just thinking about what I was going to ask you. Then I forgot what I was going to say, and then I was trying to remember, and I had dead air time thinking about it. I hate doing that. God.
The way you just went cold on me, I'm like, wow, you're not excited at all for this fall, are you?
What I was going to say to you is like, yeah, we might not have been live in the past, couple weeks that much or whatever, but it's about to get crazy. And that's why I always tell people, like, now's not the time to walk away from subscriptions and other stuff, because things are about to get madhouse. They always do this time of year,
I thought about doing a giveaway on my live tonight just for the viewership, but I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah.
Stuff I could give away, but I want to make it something big. But I don't want to start giving my bows away just yet. Just until I see what comes out.
Yeah, there's a bow launch on Friday. I don't know if you knew that already from Bear, the new hunting public bow. Yeah, the new one. I finished the video of it. It comes out Friday. I got the video done. It's cool bow. It's, I think you could probably figure out what it's going to be. Obviously, I'll tell you if you call me offline, but I don't think you care. But either way, you can kind of guess what it's going to be right off the bat. That's the thing about that bow. And then they have, I guess, apparently the new lineup's coming to me next week. And it doesn't launch till end of September, though, it looks like. So I guess right around that October 1st timeframe. But it'll be interesting to see. I'm really curious. Oh, did you shoot this too?
I haven't shot it. I still got it in a box. Or I still got them in boxes. I haven't put them out on the rack. Because I got quite a few of the other consequences, which, I mean, the only things that I can tell right off the rip that were different is you get an extra set of mods for a little bit more performance, a little bit more speed. Then they sleeked up the riser, and they charged another $50 because they realized, hey, this bow is actually worth more than what we're selling it for. We might want to do something.
Yeah.
That's really the only difference. That's why I haven't put them out on the rack, because I still got quite a few of the regular consequences left.
So what were your thoughts on, so this question came up on YouTube. What are your thoughts about the new UV1K arrows?
For a shop like mine, the main reason why I ordered quite a few of them is because if somebody wants fletched arrows, wants wrapped arrows in a pinch, we can ship them the next day versus getting in line for our 20-day wait, which is what's happening right now for other arrow builds. I do like that they went with the left helical. The wrap to me is really cool. I think it's a little extra as far as when you have to rewrap it. I'm not 100% sure on how that's going to work. I do know that they're going to have kits to rewrap it. The only reason I know that is because Kobe did something really cool. He had a Skype meeting with all the dealers that could attend 2 days before the launch. It was going over the products and showing it to us and this, that, and the other, which I thought was pretty cool. But he did say the kits were going to be available, or they are available now, I'm pretty sure. As far as being able to rebuild them. But I think they're a cool arrow. They're nothing shy of what Ultra Views produced in the past. High end, high dollar. People got by it.
Are they, there's people on here saying they're Victory arrows wrapped in a UV sleeve.
Yeah, they are. 100%.
Oh, so they are UV. Or Victory.
On the box.
Okay.
Designed by UV, built by Victory.
Got it. That makes more sense. Just curious.
And I knew that was going to happen because Victory and Chris B have been in cahoots for quite a while now.
Yeah. Interesting.
And that they are a different millimeter that nobody's ever seen before.
What size?
They're 4.5.
Oh, they went in the middle.
Yeah. And they do come with a 75 grain half out as opposed to your industry standard 50 grain.
Let's talk, bolts to bolts here. So for your best arrow from a different brand, what's the difference in price that would be comparable to that arrow, the closest you could get?
As far as an arrow build?
Yeah, so basically, so if I picked up a set of Eastons, which Eastons would I buy that would be comparable to those? And then what's the price difference?
Like out of the box, pre-fletched, there's really not an arrow that's going to touch it as far as price point goes. Performance-wise, you know as well as I do, Dave, that depends on the shooter.
Yeah.
I actually did the arithmetic to see, and if somebody bought some Easton FMJs, which are arguably the most expensive ones,
yeah,
some 4mm FMJs from me and paid me to fletch and raffle, that would be equivalent to one box of the UV 1K arrows.
So what about like if I went with the Easton 6.5s and whiteout? Because aren't those basically a wrap anyway? The whole.
They're white, yeah. I don't know if I call them a wrap.
Is the Venture a wrap or no?
When you say wrap, are you talking about the animation and coloration around the middle of the arrow, or are you talking about towards the back of the knob where a traditional wrap would be rolled on?
Correct, yeah. Or the traditional.
No other arrows like that.
Oh, okay, got it. That's what I was looking at.
To my knowledge. Now, something I saw in my comments on YouTube and on TikTok when I posted that video. Oh, crap. There's another arrow company that evidently charges like more than what UV cost.
Is this Sirius or something?
No, it's not Sirius. Sirius is kind of right there with everybody else. Depending on what component you go with. Well, here, I'm on my TikTok on my laptop. Hold on a second. Let's see, where's my video? View profile.
So what's this? Oh, so this is like that's an interesting vein they put on there.
Yeah, so it's an injection molded vein.
Is it their vein?
I guess.
Because I heard, I don't know anything about this vein, but I heard Boning's got a new vein they're looking to push, but they haven't done it yet. And I wonder if that has something to do with that. I could be wrong. I'm just guessing here.
And see, something that was kind of not annoying me, but was kind of ignorant to me in the comment section, is people kept saying the LRP arrows cost a lot more than these arrows. Well, yeah, because they come with broadheads. These arrows don't come with broadheads. They were like, $280, $300 for a 6-pack of the LRP arrows, and I was like, yeah, because they come with $50, $60 broadheads, 3-pack, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. So, I mean, what is like when people get like forget wraps and all that stuff, right? Just saying like a normal 6-pack of arrows with just vanes on them. What does that cost generally?
I mean, anywhere from $120 to, well, if you take away shipping costs, anywhere from like we'll say $120 to $250 for like the cat's meow titanium components.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So anywhere in between. Honestly, I tell everybody the same thing. It starts with the shaft itself. Are you getting a $6.50 shaft? Or are you getting a $19.50 shaft?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Hold on, I'm on my video. Let's really wish Vector would come back. I don't know who that is. Oh yeah, gold tip LRP 6-pack are like $300. Well, that's because, or $260 for Levi Morgan's arrows. That's because they come with broadheads, people.
Do you sell the Ultra View ones or no? I'm sorry, the Alta.
No, I won't touch those.
Just curious if you know anything about those ones.
Well, I did do a video on them just because a customer left them in my shop.
What's your thoughts on those versus these new ones? I guess. Just curious. For what you.
I don't mess with anything from the outdoor group.
Well, no, put that aside. Put any relationships aside. Just saying the arrow itself because you touched it.
Yeah, I touched it and touched it. This is your life, Dave.
Gonna get me in trouble over here. Jeez.
I know, but you keep asking.
Okay, well, don't just say no comment.
No comment.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh. God, Larry's gonna kill me.
Bishop arrows. That's the one that everybody was talking about. $1,300 for a dozen. Have you ever heard of Bishop?
Yeah. Remember that's the one I told you about? Remember I told you he sent me the broadheads. Remember that? Those broadheads I did?
Oh, I didn't know they did arrows too.
I didn't know that either. But I feel like there's some major arrow shafts because they're like super heavy, right? They're made for like big hunting or something.
Like an African arrow?
Yeah, they're not normal.
It's funny that the guy that commented said, not hating at all, but looks like some of the Bishop arrows, $1,300 for a dozen. Yes, you read that right.
Yeah, but they also charge like $300 for a pack of broadheads, right? So it's not like.
Oh, do they?
I mean, how many do they really sell? That's all I'm gonna say. Like, it's not like they might not sell any. You know what I mean? Or very specific for people who are big game hunting in Africa. It's a very specific. I mean, the broadhead I played was 600 grains.
Oh, God.
Remember, I don't know, was I talking to you about that? Because I thought we talked about that because I said something like, can I shoot this off the bow? Because I didn't want the arrow to blow up and go through my hand.
No possibility. All right, homie. Well, I'm going to finish setting up my stuff and finish with it.
Yeah, I'm going to get working over here too. So I'll see everybody later. Thanks, Botalk, for stopping in, and we'll see you guys later. All right, see you, man. See you, everybody. Bye-bye. All right, see you guys. See you, YouTube. Appreciate you guys coming on. That was Botalk. If you're interested, check him out. He's got a lot of great stuff going on in all the networks. So he's been a really good guy. He owns a pro shop in Georgia, so it's always nice to talk with him about what's going on in the South and what he's showing at his thing. So it looks like he likes the UV arrows. I'm not, like I said, to me, it just doesn't make sense. The whole relationship doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you do an arrow if arrow companies dominate that space? And I understand you're going to get some push because the UV has some really good name, right now. People like their stuff, but it's not something I would buy, put it that way. That's me. Everybody's different, but just don't see it to make much sense for at least for the normal bow hunter. So, all right. See you guys later. Bye.